you still have to wash your hair. I still have fuzz. If I don't wash it, you can still get dandruff. Of course I buy shampoo. Hello, my friends. World of the Internet, Simon Miller here. And yeah, today I just thought we'd smash out a Q&A. Two reasons. People are always asking me questions and I want to make sure I answer them. I don't want to be a silent ghost like, woo, be like, oh, scary. Don't do that. No one wants to have that kind of fear, nightmares. But also gives me a really cheap way to plug my Patreon. Patreon.com/Simon316. Link in the description below because we do these once a week. We did it yesterday. It was really fun. I had a blast. But I threw some stuff out there on my Instagram at Simon316 in the community feed. And yeah, I'm just going to answer some of your questions. Let's not waste any more time. Malcolm says, how do you maintain your positive attitude even when times are tough? So nice. I like that. Motivating mental health question ties into the channel. And I think the thing with a positive mental attitude is, I'm not saying you're doing this, but some people mistake that for being happy all the time. And nobody's happy all the time. That's a ridiculous... It'd be a lie. You know, if anyone says I'm happy all the time, you can be like, you're probably insane. Just walking around going like this. No, that's not a real smile. Something's going on in there. But the idea of a positive, the way I see it anyway, and there's different, ways and means of breaking it down. But to me, having a positive attitude is actually when you're having a bad day and you're feeling negative, just accepting it and being like, you know what, it's all right to feel this way. I'm a human being. There's going to be ups and downs. Ha ha, nudge, nudge. What culture? Check it out. And that to me is what a positive attitude is all about. It's not necessarily about seeing the good in everything. It's just accepting when you are in a bad place and understanding that you don't have to beat yourself up because of that. And I think that's a massively important and powerful tool to have at your disposal because it means you can kind of deal with anything, or at least you'll start dealing with stuff a little bit better still. And if you really want to be that guy, which I try to do, you can always find something. Like I say this, say you got ripped off for £100, right? And because you did something and then you, in hindsight, like, oh, it's such a dodgy thing. Why did I do it? Well, you just spent £100 never to do it again. You see, you can twist it, you can spin it around like politicians do, but it's different because you're only doing it in your own world and not ruining the lives of everybody else. So that's the kind of way that I see it. I think it's a lifestyle as well. I think when you start embracing that, you got to fake it to make it and all that nonsense. But look, some people don't want to do it. Some people do. That's just my bag. This is from Adita. Hope I got that right. Hi, Simon. Appreciate your videos. They help a lot. Quick question. How do you manage to get so much done? Ups and downs, the wide videos, kayfabe news, wrestling, bodybuilding, and the bed podcasts on this channel. It's superhuman time management. PS, appreciate your positivity. Well, that's very kind. A lot of people ask me that. Usually it's phrased as, don't you not sleep? And I don't sleep. I'm the worst sleeper ever. But that kind of ties into this question. I think the reason my rest periods are so bad is that my brain is always on. And it's always like, go, 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 go. But the reason I get so much done is because I love what I do. That's truly, I like making content, as sad as that sounds. And I do realize how fleeting it is and it can go away tomorrow. So I just want to throw myself into it now as best I can, enjoy the ride, and we'll see where we are at in 6 months, a year, 6 years, who the hell knows. At the moment, touch wood, as you know, it's not wood, it's plastic, I'm cheap. It's going okay, and fingers crossed it keeps going that way. But I want to make sure that I'm humble, because again, I do believe pride becomes before a fall. But also, I just believe in hard work. I do. You never know what kind of success you're going to get in this life. No one deserves to achieve anything, because unfortunately, that's not how it works. But the one thing that you always have at your disposal is how hard you work. So I'm like, all right, I'll just work my ass off, and hopefully that will take me somewhere. So that's what I do. And again, listen to all those things you just listed. How cool is it that I get to do that? And I know my platform's not the biggest, but I still have somewhat of a platform, and that blows my brain, and I'm genuinely appreciative of it. Panda Man says, does eating a pickle before working out give a better pump? I mean, no, but if it does for you, that's 2 thumbs up. Also, pickles are delicious. David says, why is Batman your favorite superhero? I tell you why I like Batman so much. I think we did a video about this. You can check it out called Why I Love Batman, so I'll keep it as short as I can. I like it because he's not a superhero. And really, his superpower is that he's all screwed up in the brain. I've said this before. Bruce Wayne is the alter ego. Batman is the real person. That's the person he became when his parents were killed. And I just love that idea. And I love the fact that anything he does do that could be considered heroic is kind of, it's down to a lot of money, but also down to sheer force of will. You know, Superman has powers from the sun. Iron Man has his suit. I know Batman has his suit too. And I don't want to start lifting off superheroes. I mean, Thor has magic hammer, Captain America, super serum. But Batman is just Bruce Wayne, or vice versa, so mad about what had happened that he's going to go and sort it out. And that was just so much darker and so much more interesting than just goody two shoes. And I just think when it's presented in that gritty formula, it just gets me. It just reels me in. And when it kind of got to the big screen as well, we've had good and we've had bad. The original Batman, good. Batman and Robin, absolutely terrible. Which kind of goes to show the different directions you can go in with the Dark Knight. I much prefer it when we do it because I know you do get evil Superman comics that have a bit of edge to them, but they're just not as interesting to me as Batman. And I suppose that's just a weird side of my body. I want it to be all screwed up. Matthew David Hughes said, and I'm answering this because a lot of people ask, do you ever purchase shampoo? You still have to wash your hair. I still have fuzz. If I don't wash it, you can still get dandruff. Of course I buy shampoo. Michael Caine, good name, says, could AEW ever surpass WWE? And once Cody Rhodes has retired, will he be considered the greatest in-ring storyteller of all time? Or am I getting carried away? I mean, look, you never know. I don't think anybody will ever surpass WWE because it's too big. Some people don't even call it pro wrestling. They call it WWE. That's what my mum says. Oh, Simon watches that WWE stuff. And I'm like, Mum, that's not a grammatically correct sentence. You're a smart woman. What are you doing? Look, could it get to as successful as WWE? Of course, you've never known. If I had said 2 years ago there was even going to be a competitor that big, some people wouldn't have believed me. So you can never get ahead of yourself. In terms of Cody Rhodes, absolutely he could be. Again, you don't know where it's going. You have no idea. Again, I take you back to the Ringmaster in 1996. If I said, oh, that guy's going to become the biggest thing in wrestling, you would have slapped me around the face because you would have just been so shocked with what I said. Cody has all the tools. Cody's already proven us all wrong once before. Not wrong. I think a lot of us saw the potential in him, but others didn't. Hence why he left the company he was at. Why can't he do it? He's got the pedigree. He's got the chops. He's got the know-how. So far, he hasn't had a bad match in AEW for my money. I think he could absolutely go down as one of the best of all time. But you have to let it play out. That's the crazy thing. You just never know. But right now, why the hell not? Mark says, who are your favorite musicians to listen to while exercising? I mean, that changes all the time. But my go-to is like 80s metal. That's my stereotypical choice of music. So it's Metallica, it's Megadeth, it's Iron Maiden, Black Sabbath. That's not really 80s. But, that kind of stuff. I listen to Machine Head, Alter Bridge. Who else do I listen to? Trivium, System of a Down, Symphony X. No, I've got to mention them because everyone else goes, oh, I know those bands. Nobody knows Symphony X. Greatest band ever. If I had to rank my top 2 bands, we'd go Metallica, then Symphony X. That's how much I like them. But it's all that kind of music. But sometimes you can listen to a classical piece that gets you pumped up. I listen to some Backstreet Boys songs. Sometimes, not a lot. It happens like once in a blue moon. But it will come on. It's a cheesy beat, but it's designed to kind of, it's stereotypical for a reason. And I get a kick out of that. So whatever works for me at the time. Sometimes, like, I listen to talk radio. Or a podcast. That's very, very rare that I do that, but I actually find sometimes just low communicative noise in the background and hearing the weight smash around actually motivates me more. I couldn't answer that one, but it does. Rob Sullivan says, what is your favorite video game of all time? P.S. Love the videos. Thank you, my friend. It's The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Played it in 1998 when it came out as a Christmas present from my parents. Thank you very much. And I loved it so much that when I started playing it on Christmas Day, I'd only played it for an hour or so. My parents came in and said, it's time to go to your grandparents' house. And I was like, not going to go. Going to sit here and just play Ocarina of Time. And they said, well, you can do that. But if you do, we're going to confiscate it. And I was like, okay, cool, I'm going to come. Kind of play it every year over Christmas just for the nostalgia. It reminds me of being a kid and I love it. Love the soundtrack. Love how it plays out. Love everything about it. Zelda's one of my favorite franchises. And when I first sat down to play that, especially when you walk out into Hyrule Field and you're like, how the flub what do I even do? What do you mean I can go anywhere I want? It's just great, and it's never aged, and it's 22 years old. That is mad. And we'll finish with this one, Groovy Duck, which is an amazing name. Best way to stop snacking is to give yourself snacks you actually like to eat. And it's to make sure you're filling yourself up. There are nice things that you can eat. Drink a diet drink, right? If you drink a diet drink, it will fill up your stomach. Eat a bunch of salad. It's got a load of fiber in it. If you put enough fiber in your stomach, you won't want to eat anything else. Drink some water. If you drink a pint of water, a liter of water, again, it's going to sit in your stomach for a while. Don't make yourself feel sick. But also, again, when you want to reach for a snack, maybe you can have some Greek yogurt. That's really low calorie but nice food. And you can have quite a lot of it. Same with popcorn. There's loads of things that, I can't even think of anything now because that's what my brain's doing to me. But yeah, just opt for snacks that are healthy. And that doesn't mean a pack of nuts because nuts are super high in fat and they're super high in calories. They're okay a little bit, but I think the best way to stop snacking really is to make sure you've got your diet planned at the start of the day. We did a video on this the other day. If you've got your diet planned, And it's like anything. If you know I've got a meeting at 3 and a meeting at 5, you make sure you're at your meeting at 3 and you make sure you're at a meeting at 5. It's the same with food. If you know you're going to eat 4 meals a day, you kind of just look at the clock and go, I'll wait another hour and I have meal 3, as opposed to going and eating a massive burger. It's just how the human brain works. And also, after a while, you'll teach yourself that you don't actually need to snack. It's more of a routine. It's more of a reflex. You break that routine. You break that reflex. And I'm not going to say you're any happier than you were before, but in terms of your fitness goals, you'll be one step closer. There you go. Just a little Q&A that I thought we'd do, something different for the channel. Thanks as always for joining me. Like the video, share the video, hit subscribe, hit the bell button. Make sure you check out more videos. Hopefully you'll be on the screen around about now. Again, patreon.com/SimonMiller316 if you want to get involved in weekly Q&As. Otherwise, I'll see you soon.